Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Tyler here, or Spec 50, and we got something pretty freaking sweet here. Something that you Bloons Tower Defense Battles fans will probably enjoy. So the name of the game today, Hydro Dam World Record. Yeah, that's right. I Suck at Battles and I are going to go on this infamous, really difficult map, and we're going to try for the highest round on this map. Not the highest round of all time, but the highest round on this map. Yeah, the highest round of all time is going to be really hard to achieve. The highest round for this particular map is about like 50 or so. So we're going to try to beat that and, see how well we can do in Hydro Dam. See how far we can get. And this video is going to be mainly strategy talking, that kind of stuff for high rounds, especially on mainly water maps. So if you haven't figured this out, this map is very difficult. What makes it so difficult? One, the fact that it's like 70% water. There is a ton of water on this map, and there's hardly any place to put your real towers. So first of all, it's going to be hard to defend at low rounds, and also it's going to be hard to defend late in the game. So you got to find a way to, make that work. And a way to make that work, well, boats, obviously. I will go into more detail the towers and stuff later, but also what makes it hard is that, it's a really short path. This used to be the hardest track in the game before indoor pools came around. So this is probably still like the second hardest track in the game still. I think it's harder than Zen Garden. Yeah, I'd say so. Plus there's not exactly many good tower spots, just because the lack of land and all that. There's hardly any place to put stuff. So we're gonna try to do this. So what is our loadout? We went with 5 towers. It doesn't make us noobs. We just want to be able to, well, use every little bit of advantage we can without like hacking the game, because that's just, lame. It's not exactly much of an accomplishment if you hack. So what we got here, what we have are our 5 towers. The first one is the sniper, or the snurper as I like to call it sometimes. I don't exactly know why, but I sometimes do. The sniper is definitely useful because of its cripple Moab 4-2 upgrade. That thing is really useful, especially when you use it on the ZOMGs. That, if you use them correctly, those will stop the blimps in their place. And I will, basically discuss, strategies for using those later on. But I'm just introducing the towers now. So after that is the Ninja. The Ninja isn't too useful except for its ability, the Sabotage Supply Lines. That thing is absolutely amazing because it slows down all balloons 2 times. It makes them half as fast as they were for 25 seconds, for 10 seconds before the ability, and for 15 seconds after it. So it's really useful for slowing down balloons in late game. The bomb, that's a bit less of a late game tower, but what it is useful for is surviving in early game, because as you can see, we're using bombs very well to our advantage, in the early game, and also they're great temple sacrifices. Because, yeah, guess what? Another tower we have in our loadout, the Super Monkey. Very useful because both of its 4th tier paths are amazing. The Temple of the Monkey God, the best raw popping power tower in the game. Very, very useful. Doesn't have, any special abilities or anything like that. Like slowing down balloons or whatever, but it's just really, really powerful. It's really powerful. So like those, you definitely want to get really early, and also you want to sacrifice towers to them. You want to sacrifice bombs to them, and you want to sacrifice miscellaneous to them, or like boats. You can do either. So both work quite well. And also the other path, the Techno Terror. Because temples take up so much space, you can only really fit 4 of them on this map. So you can fill in some leftover space with Techno Terrors, the ability path of the Super Monkey, which will come in very big, or will be very useful. Trust me on that. Even though you only really get 3 of them, you can also buy and sell them, and it's basically like a condensed nuke. It's a nuke for a small area, but it's very useful. Those are things that you want at least like 2 or 3 of. And finally, the boats. This map is 70% water. You better utilize that space. If you just have like 70% of the map with nothing in it, you're not going to get to that high of a round. You might get far, but you're not going to get as far as you could be. So boats. Which path do you use? Do you use that all-powerful aircraft carrier that lags a crap ton and doesn't exactly pop much? No. You use the Moab Takedown, the ability. Because here's why. As it gets to late games, like all these instant abilities like Round Zero and Techno Terror won't do too much like BFBs and ZOMGs. They're only slightly damage them. But the Moab Takedown from the boat will hook down an entire BFB no matter what round it is. A technical terror cannot take down entire BFB at like round 70 and beyond. It needs to like knock it down to Moabs first, because everything's going to be really, really tough to crack at that point. But the boat ability, that will do amazing, because all you have to do in late game is wait for the ZOMGs to come, and then, and destroy those, then suck down the all 4 BFBs, because you have so many boats. So now, surviving early rounds, because as you can tell, we're at round 31 right now, trying to get by. And, we don't exactly have one of the conventional camo defense towers, like, mortar or village or anything like that. We have to use boats for camo. ISAB Battles also has a sniper on strong for camo, but really boats are just easiest really. I mean, that won't be too hard. But of course, you got to start, you have to first of all make sure you have enough cannon ships to, deal with the rounds, but also watch out for round 35. 35 is evil, because you don't have those conventional camo section towers, but there's going to be a crap ton of camos coming. A crap ton. So you need to get something like an aircraft carrier or just a bunch of cannon boats, and you should be perfectly fine. Just leave it for that one round. But then afterwards, you have to get the Monkey Temple before round 38. Alright? I would suggest starting with the one at the top right or top left on ISAB Battle side. All the top right, top left stuff is going to be based off of me, who is on the left side. I'm Anacondas, if you did not know. So yeah, here's that infamous round 35. Yeah, lots of camos. Seems kind of difficult, doesn't it? I think it'd be pretty good idea to get that friggin' that naval base or whatever it's called, aircraft carrier. That cleans up pretty well, but after that, it won't be that useful. Because first of all, it lags quite a bit. You can see the game's going a little slow. But yeah, you want to get that temple before round 38, because that's when a massive ceramic rush comes. You might have problems with that round, if you can't, get it before then. You want to have like 30,000 worth of bombs to sacrifice to it, and 30,000 worth of miscellaneous to sacrifice it. And if you don't know how to sacrifice towers to a temple, all you have to do is place a bunch of towers in its attack radius, and when you upgrade to temple, it'll sacrifice them and absorb their powers. It will be very useful. But here's the thing, when you upgrade it, it takes a while for it to shoot, because you do not want to upgrade it when Bloons are very close to exit. Now it's speeding up, because, it's getting the late game, and it's getting harder and harder to, defeat and such. So for maybe like the 30s rounds, you want to use that ninja ability over and over so Bloons are half speed. That would be definitely very useful. So now you can see us, going for more temples. Temples are probably first priority. In like the 40s, you want to get up 4 temples. Those are big. You're going to want one in the top right corner like I have it. Then in the top left, as you can see, I'm trying to get as many bombs as possible. Like first of them, have them at 0-0 so you could fit as many in as possible. Then upgrade them all to 4-2 to maximize popping power. So also you might notice, wow, a bunch of Bloons are going through ISAB Battle side. Well, guess what? That's a bit of a glitch in the game, you should know. Throughout this game, you're going to see a lot of Bloons going through side, but that is a glitch. He's not hacking, there's no cheats involved, whatever. That's just the Monkey Temple glitch, where essentially he sacrificed a bunch of towers to the temple, but we can't tell that. We don't know that he sacrificed towers to the temple, so we just see him as plain vanilla temples, which are very much weaker than what I have. So I mean, you just assume he's defeating all the Bloons, alright guys? Because as you can see, this is actually the difference between not sacrificing towers to the temples and sacrificing towers to the temples. It is a huge difference. But yeah, now I'm just, I have a bunch of money. I still try to get a bunch of income. I stopped my income maybe like around 45 or something, I don't know. But now that I have my 4th temple, I got to get all these support towers up, because temples won't be able to survive on their own. So yeah, you want your temples in the top right corner, top left corner, bottom left corner, and kind of in the middle. Like, there's that patch of land in the middle. You do not want the temple as far up as it can be in the middle, but you want, like, a bomb as far up as it can be, then a super monkey right below that. You want that positioning so you can fit a techno terror on the second island, like I did. That's pretty key. So now for other strategies, boat placement. You want to get a crap ton of boats on this map, because the Moab takedown ability is so good. It is absolutely amazing, and you want it. Trust me. So to fit as many boats as possible on this map, you want to place them all as 0-0 first, because they take up very little space. Once they're all placed as 0-0, then you can upgrade them all slowly, one at a time and such. But that is to maximize, placement and such. You want to be able to get those all up. Have them on strong too and upgrade the left side as well. But all the way to the right side and then 2 to the left side. That is worth it. So now that you have those, ninjas. Obviously, I told you sabotage supply lines is useful. But how many do you want? Because you want to be able to stall every single, or slow down every single balloon that comes in. 3 is the absolute minimum you need if you have good timing. If you don't feel you have good timing, then 4 is the way to go, like ISAB and I did. However, if you have 3, you're going to have to do careful timing, like use them every 20 seconds, and then wait a bit. That's pretty crucial. Now for your temples, you want to have your 3 temples, all temples except for the one that's furthest in the back, like the one that's in the top right. Have the other 3 on strong, and the one in the back on first. Just so the first one can, catch any leaks in case if any gets through. And the ones on, strong, they'll focus down the ZOMGs. Because really all you need to do is take down the ZOMGs, and the boats will clean up the rest. And if any BFBs or Moabs come in, the temples will be able to hit those otherwise. So that is perfectly fine. Every now and then you might screw up on the ninja ability and a ZOMG might get far. You will see that happen to me a couple times when a ZOMG gets to the back temple. Then you'll have to do a bit of retargeting, put some of your temples on first so you can actually focus down those. But, so that's, pretty crucial. And now sniper. Snipers are crucial, because, obviously, Cripple Moab, they stall the ZOMG. Also, here's the ZOMG getting far. See how I retargeted the one on the top left? Yeah, retargeted so it could catch it. And now it's all good. You just need to pop that, then hit the ability button 4 times, and, you're good. So now snipers. To utilize the sniper stallage, there's 2 things you're going to have to do. First of all, get as many snipers as possible close to the track, like right next to the track. I was able to get 4 or 5 right next to the track there. Sorry, whatever. But yeah, you want those on close, so they'll always hit a different blimp. You do not want all your snipers shooting at the same blimp, because you want to be stalling all of them, not just the one in front. So I have 5 of them on close that are right next to the track. Then the ones that are not right next to the track, those are going to be on strong, but they're not all going to be 4-2. Some will be 4-0, because for some, you don't want the attack speed increase for those. You do not want the attack speed increase. Just so they're all shooting at different timers, that is crucial, that they're all shooting at different timers, just because then you can for sure get maximum poppage in ZOMGs. Trust me, I've tested this quite a bit. Trust me. Then for Techno Terrors, I have 3 of them total. 3 of them total. 1 on the second pipe, 1 on the small island below the temple on the top left, and 1 right next to the temple on the bottom left. So, those are pretty good, and those are your strongest ability, I guess. You only have a couple of them. You have to use them wisely. So only use them if you think a lot of balloons are going to get through, or if it's getting really tough, then you can do what I'm doing here on the left side. I'm selling and buying the Techno Terror over and over again, so I can keep utilizing that ability. Preferably the one on the small island is that's easiest to sell and rebuy over and over, in my opinion. You can just, keep doing that over and over, because you have so much money, you can just keep doing that. And that will get you to high rounds very, very easily. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty good. Also, you can fit another sniper on that second pipe like I did. That was actually really close. So, as you can tell, we've gotten to wave 58, which has blown the record out of the water by 8 rounds. As I said before, the previous record was 50. Our round, 58. That's pretty freaking big. However, sadly, it's going to come to an end. Not in the way you expect, but ISAB and I has to leave. According to him, he has to feed his children in the basement, because he's a pedophile. What a great guy. Am I right? His channel's in the description if you feel horny or anything. But, yeah, I guess, check him out. But yeah, wave 59, he has to leave right now, so it's going to be just up to me. He actually left his browser open in the meantime, though, so he's just AFK. But now we're going to see how long he can last without abilities, because that will show you, how important these abilities actually are. And the video slowed down a bit here. No, it's not exactly lagging. Your computer isn't lagging, but ours is. This is the actual speed that the game was played at, as you can tell. Before, it was sped up like 10 times. Now this is the speed we actually had to play with and sit through. As you can tell, we're not I'm doing fine, but it's a lot easier to micro at this speed, trust me. But yeah, it's going to be pretty soon that ISAB and I loses without abilities, because, oh, there it is. Yeah, abilities are crucial. Otherwise, you die in like 5 seconds, like ISAB and I did. Well, it was closer to a minute, but still. So yeah, that's the actual speed that we played out. It was like at about 1/4 speed. It wasn't like that the whole time. Like for the first 40 rounds, it was perfect speed. Then for the next 10, it was about half speed. Then it was like a third speed after that. So it got progressively slower. It took about an hour and a half to play total, condensed to like 15-minute video. So, not too bad. We both have good computers, but bad internets. Internet speed can really slow your game down if, you don't have good internet speed, and that kind of, made us not last so long. If ISAB and I did not have to leave, we probably could have made it to like round 70 or so, something really high. And this would have been an even cooler video, but sadly that did not happen. I hope you all enjoyed, what this was though. This is the highest round on Hydro Dam to date. I have no doubt that someone will be able to break this record, and if so, maybe we can come back and try it again. But if not, we're just gonna probably go to like indoor pools and try to own that map. Same with like Zen Garden and tough maps like that. So, we'll have a bit of fun with that. We could also do Ice Flow, which is another water-heavy map. I don't know. But I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. I guess, because I feel this video could get noticed. Like, share. That'd be pretty freaking sweet if we could get this video out there, because who wouldn't want to see a super high round on Hydro Dam? Like, this was intense. It was, boat-sucking, amazing temple-throwing action thing. I don't know how you throw a temple or suck a boat, but just go with it, okay? So, I think that's all. Hope you learned a bit something about late game and such and strategy. And I'm going to restate, ISAB and I was not hacking. Like, at all. Seriously. Don't be a noob. So that's about it. Thanks all you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.